This is Rettenbach im Allgäu, a small town in the Bavarian region that has managed to live autosufficiently thanks to solar panels, their own grown food, and even their own currency. When we started off our new subject, IAR, back in September, I did not have a clear mind what to base my research on, what topic to research, what issue to solve. I started thinking about Rettenbach in relation to the main topic, next economy. So in my mind, Rettenbach, but put into a larger scale, sounds like a smart city. So I started looking into smart cities more and more, and by definition, they are a developed urban area that creates sustainable economic development and high quality of life by excelling in multiple key areas such as economy, mobility, environment, people, living, and government. The very first thing I noticed was a big information and knowledge gap on the internet. Either really complex and scientific documents or rather less visited discussion websites such as forums. Is this lack of awareness also present in the Netherlands? According to a Dutch study, it is. Run in 2017 by Stan Geertman and other specialists, half of the survey respondents had never heard of the smart city concept before. This is even more worrying considering they were all employees at municipal district offices. Being a student set in the Netherlands and according to UN's various articles released in the past years, such as this one, where it clearly states that the world's population living in urban areas will grow massively by 2050, from a current 55% to 68%. I felt like this could really impact my life as well as my children's upcoming. My research study's very first objective was to develop a clearly defined design brief that could lead to an advertisement campaign in form of media, social, or even in physical form, or urban labs, workshops, which would definitely initiate a better understanding about our environment, its developments, and the relevance of smart cities and solutions in our future society, realistic future or not. In order to achieve my objectives, I formulated these research questions. What impact can smart cities have on the Netherlands and its environment? What does it involve to live in a smart city as a Dutch student? And what aspects do smart and green cities have in common? Do these define their perception? Before going further, I made the assumption that it was possible to educate students about smart cities and that it probably will be a process happening over the coming years. Before examining why Dutch students are not aware of smart cities, a better understanding of the concept was necessary. I decided to involve 3 experts from this branch of industry, including my partner for this research, landscape architect, CEO of Land SRL in Milan, Andreas Kieper. At the end of June, I took a few days to visit my partner in Milan. As the president of Green City Italia, Andreas Kieper had a countless amount of information and websites to share with me, and as a result of our talk, I started to focus my research toward green cities and green solutions, having agreed on the term smart possibly being the issue itself. Therefore, once back in the Netherlands, I conducted an interview with architect and lecturer Sita van der Meulen, who's been actively involved in green roofs projects for the past years. Green roofs and green infrastructure are part of nature-based solutions, also known as NBS, solutions that tackle environmental and social challenges. But are these a good approach? Are these good solutions? Next, I wanted to understand what Dutch citizens, what the young people, my actual target, from various backgrounds, knew about the topic, including their satisfaction with their involvement within the city's developments. The population of the 60 respondents that took part to the survey consists 81.7% of people ranging from 18 to 25 years of age, 16.6% over 25 years with only one minor. The first relevant result from the survey is how relevant is this topic to your current work. Aim of this question was to understand how the respondent relates to smart cities and the importance of these within his working environment. Close to 40% rated 3 stars, which in total makes up an average of 2.9. This result is only truly useful if compared to question number 6. How relevant is this topic to your future work? Where the average is up to 3.7 stars. The result underlines the relevance of smart and green solutions within the respondents' work and either their hopes or expectations for the future. To get a better understanding on how to develop the city with a focus on citizen participation and involvement, I set up an interview with the coordinator of the Green Capital Challenges on Participation and Sustainability and member of the Green Capital Advisory Board, Mr. Bert Lagerwey. He really inspired me when he told me how they represented their project 3 years in a row, completing challenges such as reaching the destination, Copenhagen, with no fuel consumption in a mixture of walking, biking, and rowing. 25 people joined the action, and this year they finally won it, being awarded the Green City Capital 2018, with the commission stating that Nijmegen took half city with them. Even if it was only 25 people, it showed the commitment of the city. One of the main goals is living without waste. And the way they tried to engage students in all of this was organizing events in the TU Nijmegen. Data resulted from the survey could be useful for further trend analysis. That way, one will be able to track our results and findings for specific questions change over time. Also, establishing a benchmark could allow you to define whether or not numbers change. For instance, the satisfaction rate within citizen participation when it comes to new solutions being developed for a city. Taking Nijmegen's example, they're doing a great job in trying to expand, spreading their message of a clean environment and social interaction.